Amigos, welcome back to our channel. We'll be showing you how we change gear head sprinklers and how we cap a couple of the areas that need to be capped. But out here, we've been here before. We replaced our whole sprinkler manifold, and now we're out here making sure that we can turn on the sprinklers. He wanted to make sure that we get the water going for the pine trees on the left and one on the right. He doesn't worry about what is going to happen to the lawn. We're just going to be fixing the sprinklers as we go. But this is what you see, fellas. Thanks for tuning in again. We're going to be showing you how we fix these gear head sprinklers and how we cap another one. So let's get this started. Alright fellas, so by the end I'm going to be showing you how we're going to go ahead and get this water going on the left, and you're going to see the manifold that we were working with. You guys all remember the video, I'll put it at the end, and there you have it. This is another area of the planter that's going to be fixed. This is where one of the bushes started. I think at the beginning of time, this is where the first problem first initiated. Since we fixed the manifold, you can tell the T right there is split right at the middle, so we're going to be able to have to fix that T. We'll show you that in a whole nother video. Today we're just concentrating on making sure that all these sprinklers turn on and we find out which ones are going to be used for the pine trees. You could tell these gearhead sprinklers, they're all old, they're all broken, or they all need to be adjusted. There was water everywhere. We're just using a couple sprinklers to get it to go, and then we're going to come by and give them a price to fix them all. This for today, we've only fixed 20 sprinklers. We usually give them a very expensive price for sprinklers when we don't know the customers, but this is an ongoing, a concurrent customer that we always take care of. He's been paying for the last 2, and we know that he'll be paying for the next 5. So we try to keep everything under control, and we try to keep it as cheap as we can. You can see right here another gearhead sprinkler stuck, and this is what we do out here, fellas. We make sure that we fix the risers that are broken. Sometimes it's just the riser and the customers don't understand that once you fix the riser, now the sprinkler is broken, and it's not the same thing, you know. So there you go. Paola turned on the water for me from far away, and we can tell that this sprinkler here was too much water, and most of them, when you first install them, they're all at a 15-degree angle, so you're able to just adjust it from there. We'll be showing you the steps of how to adjust them and how to get it going. So let's continue on this great video of how to change all these sprinklers and how to get ready to make sure that the water is running. We'll eventually get to the part where we have to do the wiring for the timer, but that'll have to be on another video. Let's continue on a hyperlapse. Amigos, welcome back to our channel. Here we are already going forward on all these sprinklers. You guys just saw how we came from adjusting the other ones. You know, simply one where the arrows were, it's for the speed or the length of how much the water is going to go. The other one's to adjust how much the sprinkler is going to rotate. But here you see another sprinkler area, and this area right here had a riser, an adapter, and another riser, because over time the dirt goes up, so you must add an adapter so you can keep rising that sprinkler. So that's what we did again. We took off the adapter, put that one back on, put the sprinkler back on, put a new riser and make it a little taller than before. We really wanted to stick out. We wanted to be able to hit the bush. We just put a regular small sprinkler since the bush is right in front of it. No need to put a gearhead sprinkler to go farther than what it should be. And this is what you put. Of course I could have put a bubbler, but we just wanted to spray out there. We don't want it to go all directly to the floor. We want it to spray around for a little bit, and we'll go back to rotating the gearhead sprinklers to see how it's going to work, and we're going to turn them on to make sure that everything is nice and everything's working good. So let's get to it, fellas. There it is. So you can see how we capped one, you can see how we capped another one, and then we get to a sprinkler, and that's what we do every time. We go ahead and cap, and now you don't need to use the small sprinklers that they had before. The trees grew, the grass died, so now you're just watering certain things. No matter where the water falls, the trees are so established that that's all you need. You need a good gearhead sprinkler watering all the areas throughout. Anywhere you need one, you could tell right here I grabbed a brand new one. I'm gonna put it right there, and that's what we do, fellas. It's already open, it's already replaced, and we're gonna go ahead and do the same thing as always. We're gonna adjust them. That, for example, is already at too high of the stream, so we're gonna have to shorten it out because it's hitting the wall. You can see it, and it's going all over the place. We needed to hit right inside of the last tree and go ahead and hit the furthest tree, but that's not what it's doing right now, so I quickly just give it a turn on the thread instead of a turn and an adjustment on the sprinkler. Sometimes it's easier to adjust the sprinkler instead of the adjustment, but at other times you must still use the adjustment to make sure that everything looks good, and then like that you'll keep progressing on making sure that most of your sprinklers, you can see how I turned the whole sprinkler instead of making the adjustment, and like that you save yourself from even ruining the little gray area, which is very sensitive. A lot of the times you could tell right away they break. And here you see this is to shorten up the stream, make sure it's wider and shorter, and like that it won't hit the wall anymore. And the other one that we do is for the rotating, so you can make sure that it rotates all the way through, and like that you can hit all the areas that you are supposed to be hitting. So let's keep continuing on this great video, fellas. Alright guys, there you have it. We're already adjusting it. You can see how fast the stream widened and it shortened up. So now it won't be able to hit the wall, and it'll make sure that it covers a bigger area so the pine trees can just do their thing and get the roots to get the water. You can tell how nice it looks now, nice and wide, and now it's not hitting the wall, which is great. This is exactly what we were looking for, and that's why gearhead sprinklers is always a good idea. It's better than the small ones. You get a bigger area. You just have to remember that if it's a constant rotating sprinkler, then you're going to need more time than a regular one that stays there the whole time. So different areas, you can see how nice we fix it again, how things change, how we do the adjustment, how we shorten it up, and how we use the whole sprinkler. I switch the whole sprinkler instead of making the adjustment like that. Then I go back to the adjustment and boom, perfect. So we'll continue. We'll keep showing you how nice and easy it is to work with these gearhead sprinklers. And it's if you have six 4-inch sprinklers, you can just turn them into a gearhead, and it'll make such a big difference for you. It'll cover the area more, it'll get the area more dampened. You can see right here it uses its own ground cover by having all the pine needles. We just don't even pick them up anymore. We actually go around, we rake them, we weed whack, we weed spray, and we make sure that everything stays as good ground cover. And like that, these sprinklers will just water down and keep working on these nice pine tree area, making sure that they use the water they have. We'll walk around the house and show you how many sprinklers turn on. There's still many to change. Like we tell you here, we're trying to keep it low for our customer. We know we have a couple more to fix. You can tell the planner here, we had a little fountain, but it was just a broken sprinkler, fella. So we're going to be able to fix all these areas for them throughout the month and throughout the days. We're going to make sure that we bring in the right and the correct bubblers. You can tell all these are fried by the sun because they don't even squirt out the amount of water that they're supposed to, even when they're fully open. So that's not a good thing for us, fellas. We got to make sure that everything's working correct. You can tell the sprinkler. We might even go ahead and replace everything with a small drip system and cap all the sprinklers, leaving it better out here. You could tell we capped this area right here, but it didn't work, so we're just gonna go ahead and have to fix everything else. We turn off the valve and continue. We'll show you one more last video of what we did when we were done. You can tell that we'll go to a new video. We were out there, we did everything we had to do for ourselves, and then Ron invited me to a little job that he had, a little compression job that we had to fix, and it was easy. We had a little difficult time, but at the end we got it right. He had to come back with a water hose clamp to make sure that it stayed on there where the coupling is, or where the riser fit in. The other side, he bought a compression couplings that he bought from the store, so we were able to get that fixed for him. Thanks to everybody that continues to watch our video. AUC, amigos.